Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. I'm Sammy, and today we're diving into The Innovator's Method by Nathan Furr and Jeff Dyer. This book provides a comprehensive guide for entrepreneurs and businesses looking to innovate in a rapidly changing world. Drawing inspiration from the lean startup movement and principles of scientific discovery, Furr and Dyer lay out a clear, actionable process for turning ideas into successful innovations. Let's explore the key ideas and insights so you'll feel like you've read it cover to cover. At the core of the Innovator's Method is the idea that innovation is not just about having a great idea. It's about systematically testing, refining, and bringing that idea to market. Furr and Dyer argue that traditional approaches to innovation are often too slow and inefficient, especially in today's fast-moving, competitive environments. Instead, they propose a method rooted in experimentation, iteration, and customer feedback, helping innovators identify what works and discard what doesn't quickly. The book begins by explaining the 4 steps of the Innovator's Method, which align with the natural progression of taking an idea from conception to commercialization. These steps are insight, problem, solution, and business model. Let's break each of these down. The first step, insight, is about identifying opportunities for innovation. This doesn't come from sitting in isolation and waiting for a eureka moment. It requires actively seeking out insights from customers, the market, and trends in the industry. Furr and Dyer stress the importance of what they call active observation, where innovators immerse themselves in the world of their customers to better understand their needs, behaviors, and frustrations. By deeply observing problems in real life, innovators can uncover hidden opportunities that are ripe for disruption. The second step is defining the problem. Once you have an insight, the next critical step is to ensure that you're solving the right problem. Furr and Dyer emphasize the importance of framing the problem clearly and from the customer's perspective. Too often, businesses fail because they build solutions to problems that don't actually exist, or they misunderstand the root cause of the problem. To avoid this, the authors recommend conducting customer interviews, surveys, and other research methods to validate that the problem you've identified is worth solving. Next comes the solution phase. This is where you begin brainstorming, testing, and iterating on potential solutions. But instead of developing a fully polished product from the start, the Innovator's Method advocates for building prototypes or minimum viable products. MVPs allow innovators to test their solutions with real users and gather feedback before investing too much time and money into development. The authors recommend creating multiple versions of the solution and continuously testing them with customers to refine the product based on real-world input. By keeping this process agile, you can adjust quickly and improve your chances of success. The final step in the method is developing a sustainable business model. Once the solution is validated, it's time to figure out how to scale it and make it profitable. Furr and Dyer suggest experimenting with different business models to find the one that works best for your product and customer base. This might involve testing different pricing strategies, distribution channels, or partnerships. The goal here is to ensure that the solution you've created can generate long-term value and that you have a clear path to market and growth. Throughout the book, Furr and Dyer introduce several tools and frameworks to support each step of the Innovator's Method. One of the key tools is the lean startup approach, which emphasizes the importance of rapid experimentation and continuous customer feedback. The authors encourage innovators to treat every idea as a hypothesis that needs to be tested. This scientific approach allows businesses to reduce uncertainty and avoid the costly mistake of building products that no one wants. Another key concept is the idea of pivoting. If testing reveals that your initial solution or business model isn't working, don't be afraid to pivot, to change direction based on what you've learned. This might mean shifting the focus of your product, adjusting your target market, or changing how you deliver value. The ability to pivot quickly is one of the hallmarks of successful innovators. The book also emphasizes the importance of managing innovation teams. Furr and Dyer highlight that innovation requires a different mindset and structure compared to traditional business operations. Innovators need the freedom to experiment, fail, and learn without the constraints of rigid corporate processes. This means creating a culture that encourages risk-taking and supports collaboration across different functions within an organization. One of the strengths of the Innovator's Method is its use of real-world examples. Furr and Dyer draw on case studies from companies like Amazon, Google, and Tesla to illustrate how successful innovators apply these principles in practice. Whether it's Amazon's relentless focus on customer needs or Tesla's iterative approach to electric vehicle development. These examples show how the method can be adapted to different industries and contexts. In summary, the Innovator's Method by Nathan Furr and Jeff Dyer provides a clear, actionable framework for turning ideas into successful innovations. By focusing on insights, problem definition, solution testing, and business model experimentation, innovators can reduce uncertainty and increase their chances of success in today's fast-paced world. With its emphasis on rapid iteration, customer feedback, and agility, this book is an essential guide for entrepreneurs, business leaders, and anyone looking to bring innovative ideas to life. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5. If you enjoyed this summary, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading.